Hey y'all, so what's going on today? Well, this morning I had gotten some really good news that um, my film, More Than One, got selected at the California International Shorts Festival here in Los Angeles. So this is like a huge accomplishment because it's the first festival that a film that I wrote, directed, and produced had gotten selected. So that's huge. Um, I'm on my way to the gym, but I'm going to take a quick seat right here and have a little conversation with you before I go in there and do my workout. So I'm very proud of myself. And if you have not learned how to be proud of yourself, you've got to build that up inside of you. One of the things that I have learned in my life is that no one, no matter how much outside praise that you can receive, no one is going to be able to uplift you the way that you can uplift you, because you're with yourself all the time and you're in your own head all the time. So if you aren't good to yourself and you're not giving yourself positive words of affirmation and reassuring yourself that you can do it, it doesn't matter what the outside praise is, you're never going to be satisfied, and you'll always find yourself fishing and chasing for someone to give you a compliment or for someone to validate that you are good enough and that you are worthy, when those are all the things that you need to do for yourself. So one of the things that I had did was I had posted a picture of me in my natural afro, and I had posted it out there, put it on Instagram, and I put it on Twitter. Now when I work out, I do wear, the cap, and it's just gonna be like that because that's just what I do. But I had posted that picture out there, and I need you guys to know why that is so important to me. The reason why it's so important, because I love wigs, okay? I love wigs, I love sew-ins, I love colors, shorts, long styles. I just like hair. I just like to play with it. And because I like colors, rather than damaging my own hair, I can easily play with some colors on a wig or a weave. Nevertheless, I had been wearing like wigs and weaves and stuff for so long, and always keeping my hair braided. I always got it, professionally washed, every 3 months or so, conditioned with my ends clipped. So I always kept it, and I still do, always keep it maintained. I just would never show it. I had gotten so accustomed to always wearing a wig or a weave that, truth be told, I don't think I really knew how to share my natural hair and then be okay with it. Be okay with the way that I looked. Because it just wasn't a look that I had gotten myself used to. It's just not how I got used to looking at myself in the mirror. Nevertheless, I'm not saying all that to say that I'm going to start going on a whole natural journey. No. I am part of the natural crew, right? I am part of the natural crew. I just keep mine braided. I say all that to say that when I was able to post that picture, I realized how much I've grown, how much I've evolved as a person. And the fact that I was able to do it, and it didn't bother me, it didn't make me feel some kind of way, I wasn't uncomfortable. It reassures me that, I'm getting so much better every day in my own space, with me, in my mind, as to the way that I look at myself and me being good to myself. And that goes along with being vulnerable. And vulnerability, I need you guys to know, is something that I was never taught. Okay? I was taught to be strong. I was taught to survive. I was taught to make a way out of no way, which I'm pretty sure many of you can relate to. But because I wasn't taught how to be vulnerable, it's something that now, now that I am in a space of mental health and peace and acceptance of everything about myself, that it's my responsibility to make sure that I'm allowing myself to be vulnerable, because there is strength in vulnerability. I always thought that being vulnerable was a weakness, and it's because I just wasn't taught any different. But now I know that that is something that I continuously have to be conscious of. I continuously have to work on, because it's very easy for me to revert back and not be vulnerable and put up a wall. So I consciously make it my business to be vulnerable, to share. And that's where a lot of this documentation of my videos is coming from. That's where, me doing the Wright Positive and expressing this journey that I'm going through, and the things that are in my mind, and the things that I do, and how do I cope and experience that I've had. That's where all of this is coming from. It's coming from a place of allowing myself to be vulnerable, and knowing that in that vulnerability there is strength, and there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable. It actually can free someone else. By me sharing the struggles that I tend to go through, I can help somebody else. And that is what it's ultimately about. Because so many times people think that they are going through things by themselves, they're feeling things by themselves, no one else is experiencing the things that they are experiencing, when it's totally false. We're all going through something, and there's always something that we're hiding from, or chasing, or trying to achieve. So it's like, why not share that today is a good day, or today is not a good day, and this is why, and just releasing it. So it's probably been about, I'd say, 4 years or so now that I have started this whole full life circle mental emotional health with self. It has to be around that time. So I will meditate, because that works for me. I need to find myself a place of peace and recenter myself. I know that about myself, chaos doesn't work for me. Some people can function in chaos. I cannot. I just say all that to say I'm learning more and more about myself. And I want to share my trials, tribulations, my struggles with you, in hopes that it will free you, and it will make you feel okay to be vulnerable in those spaces where you normally feel like you need to be strong, and you need to have that cover, and people can't see those things, that side of you. Heaven forbid they see that side of you. So when I shared my post, of my hair, it was freeing. And I was like, that's a feeling that I want to have all the time. I just want to be free. And it's like, when you get to that point in your life, it's like nothing can stop you, because your drive is just, I just want freedom. I want the luxury to be free. And so because I want that, there are things that I am doing to put myself in that position so that I can feel free all the time. And I definitely am going to be sharing that with you in future videos. And if you are interested in my content and following along in this journey, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Hit the like, hit the comment, share, tag a friend. Let someone else know that there is someone out there that is feeling the same way that you are feeling, and that you're not alone. That you're just not. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to get this workout on. If you are a person that exercises, I hope that you have gotten your workout in. If not, it's on the to-do list, because health in mind, body, and soul is very important. And I'll check you guys on the next video.